ultimately blocked. And that's when they were not in control. Now that they are, what can we expect? Let us hear public relations consultant Peter Marajanian and image consultant Patsy Cisneros, author of the Professional Image Toolkit. Patsy, to you first. What do they have to do? How do they have to comport themselves? That is the loyal opposition in the audience, and in one of the cases, right behind the president.
Respectfully. Respectfully is very important behavior to project to the whole country that if they're, especially with Hillary Clinton now having her bid in for presidency, the whole world is going to be looking at her, the whole country is going to be looking at her, and she's wanting to position herself as more left of center, so she needs to show both sides of the party.
All right, but how do you do that, Patsy? Now, you can't smirk, you can't roll your eyes. If you disagree, what do you do?
Here's what we do. We, as image consultants, recommend that our political candidates and politicians use the Mona Lisa smile. And that is a non-smirking, non-full smile. It's very professional. It allows you to retain your opinion and then craft your message, craft your words for when you're able to express them out loud.
All right, now, Peter, all of a sudden you're Nancy Pelosi, you're sitting behind the president, this unprecedented form, first time this president's had to deal with that in 6 years, first time in American history a woman is in that position. What does she do?
You're right, Neil. All eyes will be on Nancy Pelosi. I think she has to comport herself in a very dignified way. I think the overall message to the Democrats...
What's dignified?
Well, no animated outbursts, no nodding or anything that will distract attention from the president's speech. Look, the Democrats overall need to act like gracious winners. The president's poll numbers are down. You were just discussing that. They're in a very good position right now. If they do anything and act in any way that the Republicans can charge them with being non-cooperative or not reaching out with an olive branch, it hurts them.
Patsy, I'm always wondering about the Al Gore moments, you know, when you huff and you sigh and you're ticked off that your opponent's saying something that exasperates you. They have to avoid that too, right?
That's correct. They need to avoid the audible sounds and also the very expressive body language of the shoulders heaving and the big breathing look, eyes rolling, smirking, frowning.
You know, what I'm curious, Peter, if you are the opposition, you're the opposition for a reason. You don't agree with everything the president's saying. Short of the Mona Lisa look, as Patsy said, how do you convey that to people back home who you're also trying to reach by your demeanor? What do you do?
You have to be very careful, but I think Patsy's right. You don't want to do anything that shows disrespect to the office, because the American public watches the State of the Union, and it's something that they look at as Washington, as part of our history and as part of something that presidents do, that it tries to bring the whole country together. So if you're doing anything during that speech that shows that you're being outwardly partisan, it's not a good thing.
All right, but now if you're talking tonight, as he will, about bringing more troops into Iraq, and 2 out of 3 Americans are opposed to that. 3 out of 4 of the people in that audience he's addressing are opposed to that. How do you convey that without looking disrespectful to the president?
Well, you don't applaud, for example, if he calls on something you don't agree with. If he calls on more troops. I mean, there's been a lot of debate in this city about whether...
So you just sit down, you chill, you got the Mona Lisa thing going. Patsy, you agree with that?
Exactly.
I agree with that. No whispering to others on the side. Just stay composed and looking at the president.
Right. You know, one thing we didn't talk about that I want to mention, that you're going to get close-ups tonight of the presidential candidates in 08.
Absolutely.
You're going to get close-ups of Obama, you're going to get close-ups of Hillary. So everyone will be wearing their best ties, and in Hillary's case, her best suit, and everyone's going to want to look presidential.
And by the way, Peter, that is everyone in that room who's running for president. But thank you both very much. Very interesting. All right, coming up now...